And that's for the piggies in every US city thinking a seat in the back row is Porsche because of European history. They miss seeing the monocle though, so I be in the front row on days I am making dough. All alone, in the zone, on the phone, until the trailers go off the screen, along with all those production companies that never did a thing for me.
Though marijuana is a socially acceptable substance, the premise of a whistleblower for a big medical marijuana shop being under the gun is off-putting, especially when Lily James's face is expected to sell it. Add that to the bait and switch of an espionage film being turned into a damn romance, and Relay is a forgettable film only worth the exposure of the bands placed throughout the soundtrack to further hammer home the romantic tone. If I would have picked up on this sooner, I would have walked out sooner, because I wanted to see Riz Ahmed get violent. But instead, he played his role in the flick like Halle Berry in The Call, observing, but not directly in the action. Then Relay started to become less about witness protection, and the protagonist began violating protocol and treating the witness protection messaging network like Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock in The Lake House some 20 years ago. And by that point, I just couldn't take Relay seriously anymore, and I made my exit. I wanted to care about the expose of Big Pharma and use the film as further confirmation bias as to my reasoning for not smoking, but instead Relay focuses more on some bullshit romance in a city like New York, of all places, where normally people are too busy for such a concept, and being followed by surveillance vans for leaking big business secrets is anything but a normal stressor. I understand the idea of stress bringing together odd couples, but losing the plot just to ship Ahmed and James was such a bad call for the people behind Relay. This film suffered from too large of a plot deviation that affected its genre placement from thriller to romance. I wouldn't be complaining about Relay if the people behind this picture would have given me what they advertised. Toxic Avenger joined Relay in its opening box office week and has a similar synopsis about shitting on Big Pharma, but it's far more true to its spirit than Relay, which is a soulless date flick that tries to appeal to too many audiences at once, failing spectacularly in the process.
Pop your popcorn, that's for the piggies in every US city thinking a seat in the back row is Porsche because of European history. They miss seeing the monocle though, so I be in the front row on days I am making dough. All alone, in the zone, on the phone, until the trailers go off the screen, along with all those production companies that never did a thing for me.